Hello, we're back. What is the overall message? I already got a little spread out here. I'm just going to pull one of these. What's the name of this deck? Sacred Rebels. Sacred Rebels Oracle. We're going to pull and see who we talking about. What's the overall message, energy, Father God? For this message you have for us today. Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? I hope everybody had a great day today. I know I did. It was a simple day, but it was just full of all kind of little pleasures in life. Puppies and rabbits and watching the dogs chase the rabbit in the backyard type stuff. Yeah, it was cute. The rabbit got away. That rabbit got away, honey. It was fascinating to just watch them in their habitat, in their natural habitat. You know, a wild rabbit in the backyard. I was at a friend's house, and yeah, they was getting into it. What is this message about today, God? Who are we talking about? What is this message about? One card. Show me who we're talking about. Who's the star of this show? Okay. We got 3. It says receiving, diving for light, and releasing allegiances. Receiving, diving for light, and releasing allegiances. Yeah. That's it. Okay. First card out, we got on the table. It's time to eat somebody. And then we have this first card, receiving. What are we receiving? It says on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Next card out, so we receiving, okay? We receiving. We're in receiving mode. Divine feminine energy, definitely. Definitely. She's in receiving mode. Okay? She's receiving from the Most High. And he's instructing her. He's letting her know that it's time to put your demands, okay? Everybody else has been having their demands, but it's time to put your demands on the table. Okay, it's time to eat what you want, what you got a taste for. Okay, it's time to ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. And guess what? We're not asking for man. We're not asking this from man. We're asking this from God. We're asking this from, from the one who got it all. And the next card out is the 10 of Cups. Yes, of course. That's what we after. Heaven on earth. What does that look like for you? Because he says time to put your demands. What does the 10 of Cups look like for you? What does harmony look like for you? Family look like for you? Home, what does it look like for you? What does stability look like for you? What does contentment look like for you? Emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. Yes. This is that raise, that promotion, that step up. Yeah. You want all of that, especially me. Emotional abundance. And see, diving deep. You got to dive deep into the depths of yourself and find out what is light for you. What does it say? Diving for light. Diving for clarity. Diving deep into the depths, into the bottom, into the core of who you are, so that you can receive, this 10 of Cups. Your heart's desires, your demands. What do you want to eat? What do you want on your table? What is heaven on earth for you? And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have, what we got to do is we got to study. That's part of that diving deep. I got another page, Page of Pentacles over here. And it says, what are you ambitious about? What new opportunities? What potential is there for you to obtain what you want on your table? What you want in your life? What your happily ever after looks like? A new job? Yeah, because it said ask for a raise or a promotion or a step up. A new job, a new project, a new investment, or area of study is beginning to unfold. An area of studying is beginning to unfold. And what are we studying? Us, ourselves, our lives. What do we want to create with that Page of Pentacles? What's on our mind? What's on our heart? And then we have, these just some cards I made. It just, something will come to me and I'll just write it down. But cow spirit, which goes with this right here, land of milk and honey. We know that the cow, she just keep on giving. Whatever the demand is, she just keeps producing that goodness, that nourishment. And it says cow spirit, maternal instincts, nurturing aspects of yourself. Discovering that, diving deep to discover those maternal instincts, getting in touch with those maternal instincts, those nurturing aspects about yourself. There's a need for grounding. Here we go with that Page of Pentacles, which we know is an earth sign. A need for grounding and stability. It says abundance is on its way into your life in the form of material, that Page of Pentacles, material wealth and emotional fulfillment. This is what's on the table. This is what's on the table. Nurture yourself and those around you. Reconnect with the natural world to ground yourself and find peace amidst the chaos of modern life. Reconnect with the natural world to ground yourself and find peace amidst the chaos of modern life. So this is the energy that you in. And that mothering, that divine feminine, receiving, so you can give. Receiving from the divine, receiving from the Father, receiving from the, the Most High. So that you can produce for yourself and for others. Yeah, nurture yourself and those around you. Abundance is on its way into your life in the form of material wealth and emotional fulfillment. We receive it. We receive it. We receive it. We agree. This is what we want. We're diving deep and we're deciding this is exactly what we want. The next card is the Page of Wands. And it says excitement. So get excited. It says you're at the start of a creative or spiritual adventure. Follow your curiosity. What you want? What you want? What does it look like for you? Be extroverted. Be enthusiastic. Be fearless about declaring and decreeing in the spirit and in the natural. What you want? What you want to eat? It's time to eat, y'all. It's time to receive. And that's going to kickstart it. Is being excited about it. That wand is about doing. Once you know, now what are you going to do? What are you excited about? Get excited about nurturing yourself and others. Get excited about receiving the abundance that's on its way into your life. Yeah, in the form of material wealth and emotional fulfillment. Get excited about being grounded and stable. And employing those maternal and nurturing aspects, because we got a new beginning. I don't know what you was doing before, but it's all brand new. We got a new beginning. And maybe that's tying into releasing allegiances. Maybe you had to release the allegiances that you had with the past because you wasn't getting enough to eat. Everybody else was getting what they wanted, but you weren't getting what the desires of your heart. So you had to do something new. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, something new. Something more like you. With that maternal instincts and nurturing aspects. It says beginnings. It says it's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. Remember we was talking about that abundance is on its way into your life in the form of material wealth and emotional fulfillment. Yeah. It says it's going to be enough to build a nest egg for the future. And we know that that is exactly what the Ten of Cups is all about. Yeah. More than enough. Enough to share. Enough for yourself and for others. It says it's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. So it's going to be those creative ideas that you are excited about. Those creative ideas that you are excited about doing and demonstrating. That are going to kickstart you on your new beginning as you're extroverted and fearless as you step out on this journey. Let's say what it said for the journey. It says, you may move to a new place with this newness. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. Exploring the world. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. And with journey, we have Bohemian. Okay, so that's you, girl. That's us, sissy, with our bohemian selves. Okay, we out here just free and sassy. It says a person who's interested in art, music, or literature and lives in a very informal way, ignoring the usually accepted ways of behaving. She got her own thing. Come on. Yeah, you just a butterfly out here being a blessing. Going on a journey. Extroverted. Excited. Excited about the new beginning. Because you know you on your way to your heart's desires. Yeah. Everything you've always wanted. And knew you deep down that you deserve. Yeah, you dove deep for that light, for that truth, for the clarity. I know what I deserve. Been here, done that, sowed the seeds. I know what time it is. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. You know you've been a cow. You know you've been a provider. So it looks like you're going to be taking who you are as an artist, some of you as a musician, as a writer even, or a poet with literature, and your way of living informally. You just on a journey. You just taking it one day at a time. You just letting it come to you. And you are ignoring the usually accepted ways of behaving. Yeah, that's why you're moving. You're moving to a new place and a new way of being and a new way of doing. Yeah, finding new work, even traveling for work. You ain't catching feelings, you're catching flights. Exploring the world. Knowing that it's going to give you new experiences and all the experience that you need to succeed. And then we have Page of Pentacles again. It says, again, a new job, project, investment, or area of study is beginning to unfold. Yeah, it's a new opportunity. You got all the potential within you. Just as sure as you moved away from everything that you needed to release. Releasing those allegiances. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Resilience. Having to stand your ground. Having to protect what's been given to you. What you know is due unto you. It says the battle isn't over, but you've already proven you have what it takes to endure. Yeah. Battle is not over. We're just beginning. But you already know, you done been far enough in life to know that you have what it takes to go all the way. All the way. To set up the boundaries. Just releasing allegiances. To set up the boundaries. To guard yourself from those allegiances that no longer serve you. Let's read before we go any further. Let's read what these ones say in the book. We're gonna read receiving first. It's 27. Could be significant. Read number 27, which is 9, which is a number of purpose. Receiving. You are so loved. Your every need is witnessed and responded to by God. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop and breathe and just be. So some of us might be overthinking. In that moment, you can receive the love that the God of the universe wants you to receive. He will nourish you with contentment, and with the spirit of himself. You have not done this enough, so your soul is becoming parched, drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It's time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The healing process below will help you to surrender any guilt or shame you feel for having needs in the first place. So that's we releasing that. We're releasing as we're surrendering any guilt or shame that we felt for having needs in the first place. It will also help you overcome any struggle that you have receiving and accepting so that your needs can be met. Do you know how much joy the universe gains from being able to give to you? When you delight in what you receive, when you openly embrace a gift and are so happy with it, the universe is fully received by you. In this space, there is a joyful communion between you and life itself. Energy flows more freely and magic happens. When you demur saying you cannot accept that it is too great a gift or that you are not worthy, you are impeding that flow. You are inhibiting the communion, the connection, the playful interaction between you and the God of the universe. Enough with the false modesty and guilt. You are a radiant sun in human clothing. An exquisite life experience is your birthright. Enjoy it. Soak it up. All of it, including the restoration of sacred rest. From that place of nourishment, you will more effortlessly create, live, and love with greater energy and thriving, pulsing passion. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with the spectacular living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, switch off the phone, and just be with yourself for a little while. You will return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while. Switch off and do something else. Let it all go, and it will all flow. Yes, yes, we needed that. Let's read some from Diving Deep, which is the number 11 to maybe I'll just read some notes so I don't go too long. Already 23 minutes in. Okay, it says diving for light. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. Different outlook, okay, it says, you may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in your life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The oracle of diving for light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. The darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a social acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right where you need to be. Our creative process and our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul, as well as in the earthly ones. There is autumn harvest, and there is the death inherent in the winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be, until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has a purpose. Much like winter does upon the earth. It is not in error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that they are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance, and although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and you need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That would be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of the creative, rebellious spiritual path that ask us to trust unconditionally. They may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonates with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. They may be feelings of hate, terror, or wanting only to sleep because nothing further is all just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fall, or ask with great condescension, who the hell do you think you are? You must stay in your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened of them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find the light in the darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so that we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It's too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the dark. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it's there and be in your compassionate heart. All you need to do is make a choice. You will stay in your heart, or you will be seduced by the darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness. Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass this threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. Diving for the light, you got to go through the darkness and stay in the compassion of our own hearts. Not listen to those voices that say, who the hell do you think you are? We are who we've been created to be, aren't we? Okay. Releasing allegiances. She pretty covered. She covering herself. Maybe I'll do this. Releasing allegiances. It's time to hold yourself and let go of another, even if it's just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to that out mode frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. Come on with that new. Been talking about that new, and here it is again. Cover the boob. I lost my spot. It is now time to expand into higher frequency of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. New connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. Okay, from glory to glory. Let's go. From glory to glory. But first, you. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Come on. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative expression. Self-discovery and creative expression into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments. Releasing. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. Perhaps you have been diving so deep, okay? Perhaps you have been diving so deep into the creative waters that you have lost your bearings or energetic connection to the earth. It was talking about that. Getting grounded, reconnect with the natural world to ground yourself and find peace amidst the chaos of modern life. Okay. Perhaps you have been diving so deep into the creative waters that you have lost your bearing or your energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inward for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. Your journey. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself, okay, is working for you. The work you have been doing on yourself as the bohemian, come on, as the person who is interested in art, music, or literature, living in an informal way, ignoring the usually accepted ways of behaving, it's been working for you. You leveled, your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant to your life's journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. See that, studying yourself and those boundaries? Because some relationships, people, places, and things, yeah. It'll be revealed that, hey, you got to do something new for you. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection, which is why we have the boundaries, why they're necessary. Because we're studying ourselves. We're studying our own life. We're studying what we want on the table. If you have been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This oracle also comes with particular guidance. There is a situation that has recently arisen or will soon arise. where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwink. Don't be put upon or hoodwink into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Wow. Wow. Don't be put upon or hoodwink into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, if it is not what you want on your table, if it's not in alignment with what is happily ever after for you, it is not for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinions of others, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past, is important. It's highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model, a belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Yes, that's some good news right there. You are on the right path. You are growing. You are staying focused, getting grounded right there. That's why you need to be grounded. That's why God is telling us to be grounded. Mothering ourselves, nurturing ourselves. Becoming stable in what abundance is for us. What emotional fulfillment is for us. Regardless as to what anybody else has to say. Next card out. It's progress. We're making, just like they said, we're making progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Stay steady. Steady wins the race. Next we have fearful enemies. Your enemies melt in fear because they know God is with you. So we are, yeah. Your enemies melt in fear. Melt. I'm melting. Your enemies melt in fear because they know that God is with you. So you don't even have to worry about. They know. They know you're not alone. Because how did you make it through everything you've been through? They know what they put on you. They know what challenges, what obstacles you've already overcome. They know what you've had to endure. They know why you guard it. They know why you have boundaries. They know. They know what you've had to overcome. Why you're having to hold yourself. They know. But when they come, they say, why you acting funny and like you too good for us now and so on and so forth. Anything and everything that's an enemy of what you doing now, where you going next, what you want for you. This is about you, nobody else right now. It's about you and those that you're called to. It's about your future, not your past. The next card out is Saving Face. It says you may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job. Or you need to smile and make nice to get the position that you want. And the card after that says manage your own life before meddling in mine. People are not allowed to micromanage my life, my decisions, and label me as insufficient. Not allowed. Not allowed. People are not allowed to micromanage my life, my decisions, and label me as insufficient. As long as you know that. Might not need to say nothing. Might not need to say nothing about it to them. But within, you know. And they do too. They know they've been trying to micromanage your life and make decisions for you. Live vicariously through you. Label you as insufficient. When you've been the one that's been what? Providing for them. Some of these people saw you as a cash cow. They know you abundant. They know that they was getting the bigger portions of that abundance too. That you were so giving. Yeah. So giving. That now God is saying it's time for you to receive. Remember, because the book was saying that we empty. We done gave and gave and gave. Sold and sold and sold. Now it's time for us to eat. Now it's time for us to receive. And now that we have, gone into the depths of ourselves, to the depths of our pain, to the depths of everything that we've been to come to this point where it's just us. This is all that remains. Having to hold ourselves up, hold ourselves together. Deciding. Yeah. Two of Wands. Yeah, I gotta go. Because people are not allowed to micromanage my life, my decisions, and label me as insufficient. It's just a lie. A lie I'm not believing. A lie that I am not believing. These people know. Your enemies melt in fear because they know. They know God is with you. They know that He's for you. They're the only ones that's against you. God is for you. He's not against you. Or you wouldn't have made it this far. And you wouldn't have be getting this new beginning. Two of Wands, it says, should you stay with the security of the familiar or venture out into the unknown? And we already just read here that it's time to let go. Venture out. Venture out into the unknown. Leaving home. Taking risk. Exploring. Yes. Exploring what? That new beginning. The new beginning is a good time to start anew. A new job or a whole new career. You have the creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future. It's time to go on that journey. Time to go on a journey. But you know what? It's like making plans. See, that's what that saving face is. Making plans. Mike can't even move right now real good. But, externally, but internally, yeah. You staying prepped. You staying ready. You ready. Whenever God say, do this, that, or the other, you ready to make that move. You excited about leaving this past, leaving this old, being alone, and getting this new. New job, new people, new places, new things, new you. leaving home. So this could have to do with people that are in your home, people that come from your household, especially with the Ten of Cups being here. Yeah. Making plans, saving face and making plans, grinning and bearing it, maintaining respect. Yeah. Smiling, making nice. Yeah, because you already know. It's just a matter of time. And here you are being compassionate. I said it's just a matter of time. And look what we have out here. The Queen of Cups, illumination, and timing. It's just a matter of time before the Queen of Cups knows what to do. Knows what she's doing with what's in that cup. That cup of love. I see that cup that she's holding as the Ace of Cups contain all the love God has for her in that cup. Let's read what it says. Queen of Cups, it says, you are being called to lead with empathy, emotional awareness, and intuitive knowing. She's psychic, she's kindness, she's kind, she's empathetic, she's psychic, and she's sensitive. Illumination is next. It says something hidden in the bottle, in that container, and in that container. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about a new job, new opportunities, new options. Someone lends you a helping hand. And then timing says, it's all in the timing right now. Pull another card to see if you need to do it now or wait a while or make a different decision. Yeah. And then the next card that came out, that I pulled that came out, it says, Lord Jesus, it says, we praise and lift your name above the heavens high, and you're glorified in our hearts, mind, and souls, the best by far. So yeah, that helping hand is coming straight from the Most High. Yeah. Jesus is about to fill that cup. Jesus is done filled the cup. We about to get ready to pour out and see what we got. And then the next card is in the flow. The universe is sending you help. That's the second time. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. Go what? It says go deeper. Go deeper to create the purposeful life that you really want to have. The purposeful life that you really want to have. Yeah. In the flow. In the flow. Go on with the flow. In praise. In thanksgiving. Lifting his name. Giving him what you gave them. Investing in your relationship, with your higher self. Your highest self. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, new opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. It's all about the timing right now. The universe is sending you help. Lord, we thank you for help and helping hands. It's our turn to receive. Help and helping hands. He's given us a drink. Next, we have people skills. Pineapple. I love pineapple. It says you have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor. Come on, Queen of Cups. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or the head of a company. This is what's being revealed. This is what's being illuminated. This right here, you have a flair, all that's in you. As you dive deep and discover that you have people skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, the head of a company. What you want to do? What you want to do with you, Queen of Cups? What you want to do with you? And the next card is Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Let's go. Let's go. It says, work with others to achieve a common goal by combining your skills and talents. Teamwork, skill, creating, building. And then the next card is the Knight of Wands, which is for me, I'm seeing that whole fire horse. It says adventure, fiery energy, courage defines this forward momentum. Ride the wave of inspired action. Travel, talked about traveling. Motivated, confident energy. Yeah, because you know who you are. All you got to do is get with the right people to collaborate with. Release those old allegiances and it's all about that new. Yeah. Right here, the next card, it says, the way we see the world is how we will experience it. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you're ready to do the internal work to support them. You got to be willing to do the internal work to support them. What's the internal work that we got to do? The next card, next three, is Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. What's the inner work? You got to be willing to release those allegiances that are no longer beneficial to what you're doing, who you are, where you going. Yeah. All this, you can't build nothing. You can't build nothing. You can't get nothing going. You can't go nowhere with that Five of Wands energy. With that Seven of Cups, illusions, delusions, fantasy. No, you got to persevere. Same like the Nine of Wands. You got to persevere. You got to stand your ground. I already know that you have what it takes to persevere. You got what it takes. Already proven that. Now, putting it into action up against this energy right here. Stand your ground. Let them know what they said right here. They might get mad. They might feel some type of way. They may feel some type of way about the decisions that you're making for yourself because you don't have them as the focus, Yeah, it's all about you. Yeah, it's all about you right now. As it should be. It's your time. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. So with this Five of Wands, we have misunderstandings lead to heated debates, clashing perspectives, create further discord, opposition, rivalry, arguments. And then fantasy, it says you are faced with numerous choices, but some may be illusions. Delusion, imagination, options. And then perseverance says, hold firm in the face of opposition. Boldly defend your beliefs and your values. Yeah, have the courage to challenge the challenges. You know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it. Opportunities are moving in your direction. Here you go. Opportunities with your people skills and yeah. Queen of Cups. To be her. For you. To you first. And then for you as a result. Because remember, we in receiving mode. We in receiving mode. We're sharing, but not before we get ours first. Yeah. But as you are dealing with these disagreements, this fantasy, this delusionment, you have advice here that says, gracious words are like seasoned salt. Let your words, your speech always be gracious, seasoned with salt. Know how you ought to answer each person. Know how you ought to answer each one of these people that may come at you to debate, to argue with you about what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. They may even tell you that you being delusional. So you gotta, do that inner work. Do that inner work. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only end up opening for you if you're ready to do the internal work. And part of that is letting your words and your speech always be gracious and seasoned with salt. Know how you ought to answer each person. Colossians 4:6. And as you do that, you receive the rewards. It's open. It's open for you. Yeah. You did the work. You persevered through all the disagreements and the illusions and disillusionment. Yeah. Now you're receiving the rewards. It says you are cashing in. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Keep going and keep growing. It's coming in. It's coming in. What? Material wealth. Material wealth. Abundance is on its way into your life in the form of material wealth and emotional fulfillment. Yeah. Raises, bonuses. Come on. That's what's on the table. We're talking about what's on the table, what we want on the table. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Beginner's mindset. Keep growing. Keep going. We have believe and receive. Believe and receive. If you believe prayer will heal you, then Jesus will put you on your feet. If you sin, cause the sickness upon yourself, you will be forgiven and healed from the inside out. This is James 5:15. Believe and receive. If you believe prayer will heal you, if you believe communicating with God will heal you, if you believe that Jesus cares, that Christ came, and that his spirit is with you, in you, all that he is, all that he represented. Your belief in him, it'll put you back on your feet. And if you did this thing, this sickness that you have, whether it's mental sickness, financial sickness, emotional sickness, heartbreak, whatever it is, if you cause it on yourself, you chose the person. You married the people. Yourself to the people, to the place, to the thing. You signed up. You took the job. Whatever it is. If you sin, you made a mistake. You chose wrong. You went left instead of right. And then it caused a sickness. It caused a lack. It caused a discomfort, a illness upon yourself. He said, if you believe, you'll be forgiven and healed from the inside out. He's given us a drink of himself, of his truth, of his life. The same life force that he had to get through everything that he went through is available to us. And then this song, have this song by Fred Hammond. It says, Jesus is all the world to me, absolutely everything. Although he stretched his arms and died, he rose again with all power. And that's a real nice thing. Yes, remembering all that he went through. All that he went through to show us how you can get through hell and high waters. How you can get through this world. Yeah. When he's all the world to you. Absolutely everything to you. When his everything, his life is an example to you. You saw that he laid down his life. And then again rose with all power, took it back up. You could do the same thing. Took his power back. You got to do the same thing. And this is the reward. Everything I just said, that is the reward. Believing in prayer, receiving from Jesus. His love, his compassion, his comfort, his care, his concern. When he's absolutely everything to you. When you count God as gold and gold as dust. When you got your priorities straight. When you know where the real value is. You can have it all. And then we got moving on up to the sky. To the deluxe apartment. Yes, in the sky. I know I said that wrong, but y'all know the song. We're moving on up. It says you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. Why? Because you got your priorities straight. Sissy, bruh, you got your priorities straight. This is a good tower. This is a good tower. A tower, a good tower for you and a bad one for this Four of Wands in reverse. Discord. Those who caused it. The unsettling. It's a disruption. That's why I say this could be a household type situation. Home. You had to leave home. Making plans, leaving home. Because there was a disruption. Something unsettling happened. Releasing the allegiances of religion, tradition. Everything is just not you anymore. Tension in relationships create challenges. Anticipated celebrations may be canceled. Anticipated celebrations may be canceled. So something was disrupted, something that you thought was going to happen, or the way you thought it was going to go, it didn't go that way. Tension in relationships create challenges. Tensions in relationships create challenges. Maybe y'all couldn't see eye to eye. Maybe you saw too clearly to believe the fantasy. So there was a disagreement, which caused a discord. In the family dynamic. And you had to persevere, stand your ground, because you got the higher ground. Yeah. You just had to let your words and your speech be gracious. You just like, you know what, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it no more. That's all. Just not doing it anymore. And right here it says, scared of your catness. Scared of your catness. Someone's saying that you're feral, untamed, out of control, because you're sticking up for yourself. And I have Black Panther and boundaries, bitches. Boundaries. Back up. Boundaries. What I say. But they're scared of your catness. That you always land on your feet no matter what. That you're doing what you want to do because you know it's time to. It is time to. You are aligned with the timing. Yeah. Your timing is on time. Your timing is on time. For you to just go, you just go on with the flow. And they calling it feral. Because it's not structured. This is what a discord was right here. Instead, you moving on up. And you moving up caused this to go down. Yeah, you like, I'm not building that no more. I'm not sowing into it. I just not. I just can't. Yeah. Scared of your catness. Someone saying that you're feral, you're untamed, you're out of control because you're sticking up for yourself. Yeah, because you received an invitation. To do something different, to do something new. It says an idealistic offer is being presented, whether in love, creativity, new opportunities. And then we have the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. New beginnings. About to make this nest egg with these new beginnings. Yes, it says, you're at the threshold of a new adventure. Your passion. Yeah. Your compassion. Your passion is the key to unlocking what's next. It says giving birth, inspiration, and conception. Giving birth. Giving birth to the new. To everything you want to do. To all you want on your table. Keeps preparing a table in the presence of your enemies. They're around, they watching. And they know. What do they know? They know God is with you. They know He with you. That's why they melting with fear. Because they know you're not alone. And every time I see this, I think about Moses parting the Red Sea. Him and God. He's like, God, what do I do? We say, what's in your hand? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Do that. Take action. The next card says, reckon with prayer. James 5:13. Are you hurting? Pray. Do you feel great? Sing. Are you sick? Call upon the trustworthy leaders in Christ to pray and anoint you with oil in Jesus' name. And then the next card is the Page of Swords. And it says, this is a time of intellectual growth. Lean into the urge to explore, to learn, to articulate. Lean into the urge to explore, to learn, to articulate. And it's funny because it says to lean into the urge to explore. Explore what? Are you hurting? Are you hurting? You got to dive deep. This is when we dive deep. Are you hurting? If you are, then pray. Do you feel great? If you do, then sing. Are you sick? If so, call on somebody who's trustworthy. Somebody who knows. Who can lead you into the light. Who can lead you into health and healing. Lean into it. Be curious about it. Ask questions. Where am I hurting? And then go into prayer. Because you know, Christ is concerned about you. God is concerned about you. You're His child. He's concerned. Mother yourself. Pray over yourself. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself. Sing over yourself. Declare and decree that you are well. It is well with my soul. I thank you, God, that I'm able to make the decisions that I need to make. Able to do the things that I need to do. Able to get past the past that I thought I would never get past. I am more than able to persevere. To set the boundaries. To do the inner work. So I can receive these opportunities that are moving in my direction. Knowing that they'll only open up for me when I'm ready to do that internal work so that I can support them. Grounded. Grounded. Next, we have the cow spirit again. It says motherhood, a need to nurture and care for you, for others, in a maternal role after you've cared for yourself. It says divine protection, blessings. God is guiding you along your path. And then we have bull. So it's like the bull is masculine energy, strength, power, vitality. You possess these qualities within yourself, or you need to harness them to overcome challenges in your life. So you got that mother. First thing it says motherhood. That's the feminine. You got the feminine and the masculine coming together. Because the next card right here is the King of Cups. So we had the Queen of Cups. See? That masculine and that feminine energy is what we're going to need to get the job done. so that we can, you know, be there for ourselves. We can hold ourselves up. We can hold ourselves accountable. And then the next card, it says, Matthew 12:30. It says, whoever is not with me, this is Christ talking. Whoever is not with me is against me. And whoever does not gather with me scatters. See what I'm saying? People that are against you scattering. They delusional and causing others to be delusional. You cannot collaborate. Have enough people skills to know who you can and cannot go forward with. You can't go on no adventure with that kind of energy. Because if they not where you are, you're going to end up with this. Discord. You upside down. Your house turned upside down. You yourself turned upside down. No. Instead, we upright. We moving on up. And that's a tower moment for them. It is what it is. And then we have, it says, Elijah and the raven. Ravens provided food for Elijah in the desert, illustrating God's provision even in difficult times. This is 1 Kings 17:4-6. Ravens provided food. Unexpected provision. It was coming in from places it ain't supposed to come from. So really God provided. He used the ravens, but it was God that was providing for Elijah when he was in the what? In the desert. They spoke about that. Being parched. Being parched. Nobody pouring into you. Nobody got enough Christ in them to fill your cup. So God had to send ravens. God had to send ravens. Scavengers. And all of that was to illustrate God's provision even in difficult circumstances. God is what? Part in the Red Sea. He's providing. Making a way out of no way. And then the next we have, look at that horse. Look at that. Talk about fire horse. There we go. Horse on fire. This girl is on fire. Yes, it says movement. You'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. And the next card is Lady Empress. It says, reap the rewards you have sown and enjoy the fruits. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. Your life. You are an abundant, bountiful, and creative divine being. You have more than enough love to give to all who need nurturing. You have more than enough love. That cow spirit. You have more than enough love to give to all who need nurturing, to all who yearn for a rich relationship. And then it says she yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, with her Lord, with her God. Okay? Yes, she longs. Like the woman at the well, like Mary Magdalene and Christ himself. She yearns for a rich relationship, this is the reward. The relationship is the reward. Everything else is extra. With this, you got more than enough. You have more than enough love to give to all who need nurturing. And it says she yearns, this lady, this empress, she yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart. With her counterpart. She needs him. He needs her. They got to exchange those cups. What? It says Jesus is all the world to me. Absolutely everything. Although he stretched his arms and died, he rose again with all power. Yes. So that we would be empowered. He showed us how it was done. How to lay your life down and take it up again. Next card is the Five of Swords. See, you need him. We need him. It says, when victory is achieved at the expense of others, it diminishes all involved. This is someone who is of self-interest. These are people, because we got the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. These same folks. It says, self-interest, aggression, pride, war. These people want war. Because you're doing what you want to do with your life. They want war. Because you're taking away their provision. They wanted to micromanage your life. They want your life to be their life. For them to micromanage. For them to make decisions. And then label you as insufficient. What kind of sense that make? None. We're not even trying to figure it out. Don't make no sense, and we standing on it. And that's why we're not doing it anymore. It's outdated. We're releasing those allegiances. Yeah. Even if it turned the house upside down. We cannot do discord. Can't do it. These type of disruptions. When victory is achieved at the expense of others, it diminishes all involved. That's what happens. The next card out is the Six of Wands. And then we have Justice. Because what did it say right here? Movement. God say we moving. We're moving. Moving where? Moving up? Don't know what y'all doing, but we moving. Me moving forward. It says you'll make good progress now. And you will be able. We are more than able. Come on, you will be able to overcome any obstacle in your path. Big leaps forward are possible now. Yes. I don't care what. It don't matter. This is a done deal. Okay? Christ, he rose from the dead, and we are too. Because this right here is dead. It's deadness. Death and deadness. Can't do nothing with all of that. Nothing. Yeah. But win no matter what. Decide to win. Okay, let me read this. Six of Wands. It says, recognition and support surround your accomplishments, boosting your confidence. Achievement, good news, winning. And then Justice says, it says, trust in the order of truth and consequences. Balance and fairness will soon be restored. Truthful, fairness, equality, the law. Yeah. If that ain't, ooh-wee. Come on, the rewards. When you come together. When you yearn for that rich relationship with your counterpart. With your divine masculine. No masculine is more divine in my life than Christ. And this is how I win. This is how I obtain justice. By what? The next card. Come boldly before the throne of grace and obtain help. Obtain help. He's going to help you take that dive into the darkness, into the depths, so you can see all that darkness. All that darkness. All that darkness. So you can identify it, what it is, what it looks like. And then release your allegiance to it, with it. Release it. It says, come boldly. Come boldly. Come boldly. When you're faced with these challenges, come boldly before the throne of grace and obtain favor, obtain help in your time of need. Being unafraid and authentically yourself helps you to amplify your reach and attract righteous people and opportunities into your life by being naked and unashamed. Naked and unashamed, vulnerable, honest. It's grace. It's all about grace now. Not about being good. It's about grace. Being robed in his righteousness. His victory. Yeah. Just greater works. We're just doing greater works. Doing what he did. To the degree that it needs to be done today. In our day, in our time, in this hour. And unafraid. Authentically yourself. This is what's going to help you to amplify your reach and to attract the righteous people and opportunities into your life. Being naked and unashamed. Come boldly. Come boldly. I know he looks intimidating, but God said, come boldly before my throne of grace. I'm a just God. Yeah. If you believe I'll heal you, I will. If you cause the sickness or whatever it is upon yourself, I'll heal you from the inside out. That's what he said. That's what he said he'd do. So when we come in boldly before your throne to obtain that win, God, we need it. And we need it now. Harvest, we need it now. Because we done put in the time, the patience. We ready to be generous. We ready to receive and to give. Freedom. Look at that with the generosity and the reaping what you sow. This is reaping what you sow right here. Yeah. Yeah. See, reap what you sow, Lady Empress. It says results require time and hard work. Prioritize sustainable growth over instant rewards. Prioritize sustainable growth over instant rewards. Be patient. Make those investments. And keep your mind on that long-term goal. And you will reap the rewards that you have sown. And enjoy the fruits. You will grow. You will expand in all areas of your life. For you yourself are abundant. You yourself are upright. Six of Pentacles upright. You're generous. When the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. Come on, everyone. Everyone thrives. When the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. Them people skills, yeah, when you collaborating for the right reasons, gratitude, charity, energy exchange. Yeah, giving and receiving. Healthy, right reasons. Yeah, everybody thrives. Everybody wins. Justice for all. But that can't happen when you're in competition with one another and you're supposed to be one. You're just going to end up with that. House divided against itself cannot stand. But we after this freedom. It says you have more it says you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. And then we have that time off will help you get clear. Time off. Diving deep so you can see your light. What's good for you? What does freedom look like for you? I know one thing, that light is a feather, mean you got to let a lot of stuff go. All this heaviness, all of this is heavy. Let it go. Just like that. Let it go. Let it go. It says being self-employed is ideal. And then we have temperance. Come on. Earth angel. Come on. Earth angel, you've been set free, sissy. Bruh, you've been set free. Free to be who you are for others that are just like you. It says, emotional alchemy is at work. Fiery emotions are cooling into understanding and compassion. You ain't even mad no more about it. You ain't even mad no more. You're not fighting. None of that. You done alchemized all of that pain. You done turned all that grief, all that sorrow. Yeah. You done prayed about the hurt. Celebrating, feeling great now. Yeah. Integration, adaptability, alchemy. Yeah, when you fire emotions, when you were mad, you were angry, it was talking about that rage, diving deep into all those emotions, that rage, that anger, that resentment. You gotta what? Do the work. We talked about doing the work. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you're ready to do the internal work to support them. Yeah, we done the internal work. Yep. We done sowed the seeds in ourselves first. We've been generous too. Taking a lot of time off for ourselves. As much time as we put into them. To people, places, and things that are no longer for us. We've done the work. We've alchemized the pain. Empowered ourselves with it. Which has caused us to be free. Light as a feather. Weigh it on the scale. We'll put it on the scale. Light as a feather. Free as a bird. And right here it says, wait patiently for the master's arrival. You see, farmers do this all the time. Come on. Farmers do this all the time, waiting for their valuable crops to mature, patiently letting the rain do its slow but sure work. Be patient like that. Stay steady and strong. The master could arrive at any time. Woo! The master could arrive at any time. Next we got the devil, okay? The what? Stay steady and strong. Don't get impatient. Don't make decisions that you know are not going to be beneficial. Don't stay bound. Don't stay bound. Release those allegiances. Release the allegiances. Addictions, the codependency. To the dysfunctional family. Avoidance patterns may be surfacing. Avoidance patterns may be surfacing. Face them honestly. Face them. Face him. Him in you, them in you, it in you. Face it honestly. Do that what? Do that inner work. That internal work. So that your new self can be supported. Wait patiently. Wait patiently. Wait patiently for the master's arrival. Wait patiently for justice's arrival. Wait patiently for victory's arrival. Be a good farmer. Do what they do. They wait for their valuable crops to mature, patiently letting the rain do its slow but sure work. Go with the flow. Let that rain do its work. Let that new beginning come in. And you're sure to make progress. Be able to move past any obstacles. Competition ain't going to even matter. Because your enemies, they melt in fear because they know. They already know. They already know. They got to do their part. He going to do his part. That's his job. He going to do his part. But he already know. The next card says, take steps, improve your overall health. Every feeling has a root. Discover the root for total wellness. Get to the bottom of it. What is it? What it look like? What it feel like? What it sound like? What it is like? What is it? Are you hurting? Are you hurting? Are you bound? Gotta dive deep. Gotta dive deep. Know what it is, what it ain't, so you can receive what you need in your time of need. Know what to let go. And remember that every feeling has a root. You discover that root, and you can obtain that total wellness. And the last card, y'all, 3 more, but they're the last ones. What did he say? What did he say? Wait for the master's arrival. Wait patiently for the master's arrival. Yes. We have the emperor. The divine masculine protects and provides. He embodies wisdom, order, and service to others. Yes, it says protection. Come on. Your enemies melt in fear because they know God is with you. They know God is for you. They know that God is not against you. They know that. They know that. Or their house wouldn't be turned upside down. Out of order. Yeah, they know. And you wouldn't be moving up. You wouldn't be going nowhere. You wouldn't be moving nowhere. You wouldn't be progressing. You wouldn't be. God would not be asking you what you want on your table. He would not be asking you that if he wasn't with you, if he wasn't for you. But there he is. That's the Most High God, the authority of all authorities, okay? Jesus arisen, okay? Up, raised from all deadness, nothing but life itself. On the throne. Justice. It's why we win. The authority is here, honey. All you have to do is wait patiently for it. Wait for it. Here it is. And okay, this one right here, this card right here, it says, they poke, and it goes with this one. It says, they poke until you pop. When you're in an emotional hurt state, you're not grounded or able to communicate. Pop goes the weasel. Weaponized communication. Yeah. They try to get you so emotionally disturbed, that you can't, you're no longer grounded. You uprooted. You like them. Instead of grounded. That was one of the first things he's told us. Get grounded. Get grounded. Stay rooted. Stay rooted in who you are and in whose you are. And then the last card, it says, honoring the Son he fathers. Honoring the Son he fathers. The Father handed all authority to judge over to the Son, so that the Son is honored equally with the Father. John 5:23. Entrusted judgment. And guess what? Those of us who are no longer slaves, but we have now become sons. We have now, what son look like? This look like a son, yeah. 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 We're no longer slaves. Yeah. We're sons now. And it says the Father handed all authority to judge over to the Son, so that the Son is honored equally with the Father. And that's what he wants us to be, honored equally with him. Yeah. And it's a done deal. And it's a done deal. Lord, give me one for this authority. This authority, the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Thank you. Clarify the Emperor. Show us what it looks like. Jesus, back me up. Back me up. Not playing with you. King of kings. Lord of lords. Authority, rule, inheritance. We are receiving the inheritance. He didn't receive it so we could. Authority, king. Come on, give me something else. Talk to me. Blacksmith, because we done been through the fire. We done been melted. We done been melted down through all this fire. Fiery situations. Yeah. Yeah, we done been forged in the fire. Come on. Clarify blacksmith and king with the emperor. He's in authority. And he's giving us the authority to judge a situation. All that fire, that blacksmith. Yeah, this is what we done turned into. Shamans. They say we feral though. They say we feral. But that's because they don't know what we doing, how we doing it, because we coming from within. We coming from within. We not receiving it from them. We receiving it from him. We receiving it from the Most High God. Yeah. Spiritual leaders by nature. Just going with our nature, with our authentic self. Being unafraid. Being unafraid and authentically yourself. That's what that looked like after being forged in the fire. And this is the king's rule. This is the king's rule, his authority. This is what he's saying about his sons, his daughters. Being unafraid and authentically yourself. This is what's going to help you amplify your reach and attract righteous people and opportunities into your life. As you dance with life. As you dance with the darkness and the demons of the darkness. Learn that two-step. Come on. Animals. Yeah. And a socialite at that. See? Come on. Let's clarify. It says a socialite of charms, expert of romance, leisurely life. Yeah, as a guide. As a guide. It says player, but I think that's just like a social butterfly. Yeah, and at the same time, you leading and guiding. Come on, one more, Holy Spirit. Already a spiritual leader. Floating like a butterfly. You guiding, you helping people navigate, progress. Yeah, guiding who? Guiding criminals. Transgressions of justice. Yeah. Transgressions of justice. Corruption and bias cloud. Okay, corruption and bias cloud the moment. Postponing a fair and balanced resolution. I just read it in reverse just to see what this criminal is. Yeah, you guiding criminals. Neo. Yeah, criminals. Cruelty. People who cruel. Ruthless. Aesthetics. It says seeker of self, restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. Yeah. Guiding them. Let's see. Yeah, being a guide for these people. So don't do that. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Prison, parole, discipline. Yeah. You're a guide. Discipline these cruel people. And discipline again with the ascetic. Seeker of self-restraint. Don't do that. Abstinence, purification, purify yourself. Like we did. We had to go through the fire to purify ourselves. King took us through the fire series of this, that, and the other so that we could come forth as pure gold. Pure gold. That's what it looked like. Yeah, regular person in the natural look like it, but spiritually assigned to guide. These ruthless criminals, butchers, so that they can learn discipline, have a desire to purify themselves. One more. That's really it. Hunter. Hunting them down in the spirit. Stalker of prey. Aim. Strategy. Pursuit. Survival. Yeah. Yeah. Because they know. They know God is with you. It's the hunter in him. Yeah, it's got you hunting them. The hunter in him that's in you. Yeah, look at this. And then we back to the beginning. You could be a barber. You could be a hairstylist. I am. And I'm a mother. And even though my children are not children anymore, the last two are 24 and 22. Got their own lives, significant others. You know what I'm saying? They enjoying life. But yeah. God got you out here. You're a mother and you're a barber, but you at the same time you hunting for the Father. God got you on the hunt for these criminals, these ruthless people. Mother and barber and soldier. I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. I'm a soldier in the army. It says selfless service, integrity, honor, loyalty, guardian of nations. Guardian of nations. Writer. The scribe. All this writing. Y'all see me on these cards, the scribing. It says weaver of tales, storyteller. All this, that's all this is. Crafting, communication, polishing. Yeah. This is what this mother is doing. This barber, this hairstylist. Volunteering. Her selflessness. Her selfless service. Because she's a spiritual seeker. Yeah. Devotee of the inner path. Always diving deep for that light to get that insight. Always practicing, meditating on that word day and night. Volunteer, soldier, writer, mother, bartender. I met the bartender. You been looking for me? Okay. Yeah, easy to talk to. Small talker. Alleviator. Hey, alchemist. Jesus turning water into wine. That's what time you on. And good at it too. Bearer of gifts, extraordinary intellect, innovative mind, exceptional ability. Your enemies melt in fear because they know you are not alone. You do have a Father who does live in heaven. Holy is his name. Let his kingdom come and his will be done on earth in you as an earthen vessel as it is in heaven. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. It's already been through the fire. Forged in the fire. Came out fire. So I could guide. Be a guide. Navigate. Help the body of Christ navigate. Socialite. Dealing with criminals. And ruthless, slaughtering people. Trying to tell them, don't do that. Don't do that or you're going to get dealt with. Because we going to live and not die. And declare the works of the Lord. That's what we going to do. Live and not die. You're going to write about it. Yeah, when we doing hell, we talking about it. Get your head on straight more ways than one. Always mothering. Always. Because that's who you are. That's who we are. Selfless love, nurturer, source of life, maternal patience, comforter. I hope that this was comforting. I really do. Whew, it was comforting to me. Lord, I thank you for enabling me to be able to extend myself and just, dive in and dive deep and pull up all these 2 hours worth of treasures. We give you thanks, we give you praise, and we give you honor, and we give you all the glory for another one. See you next time.